Hello YouTube, Namaste and welcome back to yet another video. And today it's not our gaming video, it is an unboxing and installation video. I'm gonna be installing my new AIO, which is my liquid cooler from Deepcool Castle 360 RGB V2, and I'm gonna be unboxing that. I'll try to keep it professional and detailed, and I'm gonna be installing it in my CPU, which is that, and that's the product. That is the product. Do not mind my legs, I'm wearing shorts because I'm just recording at home, guys, so it doesn't matter. Only the top part of me is needed, nothing more than that. So with that being said, let's dive right in. I'll try to keep it as professional and as short as possible. I'll try to cover everything. With that being said, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right in. Let's do this. So, this is Deepcool Assassin, the liquid cooler. It's apparently one of the best in the market right now. It's not as great as the Corsair Platinum, but it's somewhat better than the other liquid coolers we have in the market right now, which is Cooler Master and the other things. So let me get ready for this in just a minute. Don't mind all the noise in the background, guys, because I live in a family, as I've told before, so the noise cannot be helped. This one is still bright. Damn it, never mind. A little bit professional, you know. Let's quickly change the blade because the previous blade is quite old and it's not gonna cut anything for sure. So here we go, guys. Let's do this. I'm gonna turn it towards myself and do it. It's much more easier that way. As you guys know, this is not my computer, it's not my desktop setup, so don't call me rich or anything, it's not mine. I wish I'll have one of mine one day if you guys support me enough, if our channel grows enough. Maybe one day I'll have it, so if you guys are liking the content as usual, hit that thumbs up, like this maybe, like this, whatever. Hit that thumbs up. Drop a comment if you have any suggestions for corrections or anything or improvement, whatever. Also, do subscribe, hit that subscribe button and also the bell icon right next to it, so you guys stay notified whenever I upload new videos. With that being said, let's just ignore all the formalities and get right into it. Smooth plastic packing. Let's just get rid of it. Let's see what it tells. What it tells right here is Castle 360 RGB V2. This is how the unit is supposed to look. This is how the unit is supposed to look inside the packaging. I mean outside the packaging. And let's see how it is. According to this, it tells it is Razer Chroma compatible, Asus Aura Sync, Gigabyte RGB Fusion Sync, MSI Mystic Lights, which is basically on my computer which I use. It is compatible with that, and also ASRock Polychrome Sync. Let's see how the product is inside. Let's just quickly get all these out of the way. Now let's open this. How do people unbox with gloves on? Alright, now let's open this. Hope it is visible to you guys, because right now, as of this situation, I don't have a top-down view exactly, because I don't have a system making things possible to make it top-down. Hopefully I'll have it one day, and a top-down view for my unboxing will be possible. Okay, this is the pump unit, and it's connected to the radiator. This is your radiator. Let's just get these out of the way. This is your radiator which goes on top. Looks pretty cool, looks pretty neat. This is the pump block. It is having the thermal paste already pre-applied. If you guys can see it right here, it's already pre-applied. And this is the screen where the RGB thing displays and shows the Deepcool logo. I'll peel that off later, and I'll leave this cap over here right now. This is the screen. I'll peel that off later, not right now. Let's get this out of the way. What are these? Okay, these are the 3 radiator fans. Let's just push it this way out, which is better. Okay, great fan, not bad. These are, I forgot the size of the fan, let me check it real quick. Oh yeah, my bad. These are 360mm fans, which are quite huge. Let's get that out of the way. There are 3 more, just the same fan. Same fan again. And this is supposed to be the tools and the parts for it, and along with the user manual, I guess. Let's just quickly throw these away. And yeah, I was right. These are the parts which we require. These are the... oh my god. These things are the mounting brackets which go onto your motherboard, and oh my god, it's gonna be a nightmare installing this. It is gonna be a nightmare. I'll be calling my brother for some help, because I alone can't do it. The CPU is quite heavy. And then these are this is the wait. Okay, there are different brackets for different types of motherboards. We have a hell lot of choice for motherboards, ATX, mini ATX, whatnot. And let's just quickly get this out of our way. These are the daisy chain connectors, and also the normal connectors which we require inside our CPU to connect the fans and RGB strips, also the water pump and everything. Where is the reservoir? Is that itself the reservoir? I think yeah, it is, because I don't see the reservoir anywhere. Let's get this out of the way. And this is a quick user manual, which this is a user manual which you guys won't be needing. And it's pretty simple, guys, trust me. The process is pretty simple, but the procedure can take a lot of time, because you've got to literally disassemble your PC completely. I'm just gonna throw it away, I cannot get it back. Let's just check if there is anything else in the box. Nope, there is nothing else in the box. That's it in the box. So let's quickly go ahead and try fixing stuff up in the computer. So after a lot of difficulty, we could get this fan off. This notorious fan of. So yeah, finally our Wraith Prism is off, but we have a small problem. We might have to remove the GPU right here so that we can remove this cable which goes underneath here, if you can see, which goes underneath. Is the lighting enough? I hope so. So let's just go ahead and do that quickly, and then me and my brother will give a quick wash, not a wash, oh my god, a quick brush to our CPU right here so that it's clean. Let's just do that quickly. So now we are done with the cabling of the GPU. To remove the GPU, it's the most simplest process ever possible. The first step is the screws which are right here, which look somewhat like this, which I have already removed. There might be two, so not a problem. Now to remove it, there's one small clip here which we press upon, and the GPU pops up. As you guys saw, it pops up, and then all you do is gently pull it up and your GPU comes out. Don't mind the dust, I've got to clean it right now, so we'll do that, we'll get to it. And here is the cable. Oh my god. So now guys, we've got to remove this part of the cabinet, because anyways you've got to remove it later on. The RGB control panel is behind this, and to remove that we've got to remove these screws. So I'll do that quickly. No wait, why the main reason why I'm removing this right now is the RGB cable of the Wraith Prism is stuck under a screw. So I've got to remove this, to remove that screw, and remove that screw, to remove the cable, to remove the Wraith Prism, so that I can put the new cooler. So we are finally done with the dusting and cleaning. There are still few parts left, but I think they'll be left like that. So now we are gonna go ahead and clean the thermal paste gunk over here. So let's just do this. It's always suggested to be done with cotton buds or earbuds. If you don't have earbuds at home right away, because you know the pandemic going on, you cannot go out, get stuff. So all you need is alcohol and a toothpick if you have one, and some cotton. You can make your own earbud. This is a little Oriya technique that people use. Put the cotton and roll it around like this, and voila, you have your earbud. So now all you've got to do is take the alcohol, put few drops carefully on the processor, not anywhere else. Then you've got to massage the processor slowly. After some time of massaging, you can go ahead and remove it with the cotton bud which you just made. Make sure to clean it well. You don't want any dust or anything on your processor and in between your cooler that might cause temperature fluctuations. So we are done cleaning the processor over here. It's clean and shining right there. Now what we have to do is set up a motherboard with these brackets to install the cooler on top of it. I mean the cooler pump on top of it. So what we are going to do right now is, this is the AMD bracket which goes at the back of the motherboard. It's pretty simple, you guys can see it right here. It tells AMD over here, and if you turn it around it tells Intel over here. So the AMD side up. So let's just do it quickly. This is the front bracket, by the way. This is the back bracket. Okay, so this mount is of no use. So we are not gonna chuck it out. I'm gonna keep it respectfully aside. It might break. And the reason why that mount doesn't work is because those are meant for AM3, AM2 and FM2 and 1. But over here, my motherboard is AM4. So as we see over here, for AM4, I'm going to be needing the same default back mount, which is this, and I'm going to be slapping it on back over here like this, and we have these thumb screws over here, which I'm going to be placing them from the other side, from the inside of the motherboard. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'll be back in 2 minutes. So now it's finally done. I just tried skipping the parts which were not required and which took a lot of time. So the last thing we had to do was fit this GPU back in place. Other thing is the thermal paste behind the pump should be handled with care once you have removed the cover, because if that gets messed up, there is no escape, because Deepcool doesn't give you any more extra thermal paste in case you do stuff like that. And me being me, not me actually, my brother being himself, he messed the thermal paste up. He put his thumb on it by mistake. Like I was just telling it to him to be careful of not doing that, and that's what he did right away. So we are done with that. Everything is done. Hopefully I have placed the LCD display of this pump correctly. Hopefully it's upside, because there is an option of opening it and setting it right, but if I do that, you know, the warranty. That's it for now, guys. So I'll get it plugged in quickly and we'll get it checked. So everything is fine or not, we'll just know right after that. So as you all can see that I have finally connected everything back in my CPU. Hopefully everything is connected properly and correctly. I don't wanna burst anything in my CPU right now. And this is the cooler. One more thing you guys need to be a little careful about when you're using any AIO, which is a pre-built liquid cooler. The tension on these cables should not be quite high, and if it is, there is a chance of snapping it from here or here inside, which might cause issues later. Let it focus, I'm going to show it to you, which might cause issues later. So be careful with that. And I hope I have placed this pump upside so that the RGB logo that comes inside here stays upright and not anyway around. And one more thing is, I could not place these fans on top over here because I simply had no place to place it. And one more thing, I could not place these fans on top over here because I simply had no space. So I hope everything else is fine. I have currently put it in push mechanism, wherein the radiator is on top of the fan. So what's going to happen now is, these fans, the cabinet fan over here is going to be pulling air inside the cabinet, and these fans are going to be pushing the air outside of the cabinet. This is going to be pulling in, this is going to be pushing out. So this is pull and push mechanism. Hopefully it works. It's going to work most of the time, because that's how all the pro YouTubers do it. Not only YouTubers, any tech guide, you watch whatever, it's going to tell you the same thing, to put it in push and pull mechanism, so the air, the static pressure inside your cabinet remains neutralized. With that being said, I still have a tough time looking into the camera and doing my navigation. GPU, please be careful. If you have a short cable like this, you don't want to break these pins right here. These are quite high on tension right now. They might snap any minute if you do any mistake while putting them in. So be really careful with these, and as I told, be careful with these pipes. Rest of it, we are just gonna check it out pretty soon. I'm gonna be connecting everything back into the system, and we are gonna be checking everything out in a minute. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope for the best, and let's not jinx out anything. Thank you. So alright, everything is plugged in, and we are gonna quickly start it up and check if everything is fine and there are no leaks. Okay, wow. Not bad. Why is this thing starting up? Oh yeah, there it is. Ah, puking rainbows. Finally, everything is right. Nothing is going wrong anywhere, I guess. There are no leakages. That's the RGB fan up there. Oh, it feels pretty cool inside. Pretty cool, not bad. And that's the pump header. Deep cool. Thank God I've installed it up. And that's it for this installation. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys liked the content quite a lot. If you guys did, please make sure to hit that like. Please comment if you have any suggestions or corrections of any sort. I have no issues. And also do subscribe, hit that bell icon to make sure you're notified whenever I upload new videos. And please guys, please share the video. It's very important to make our channel grow, so that I can get you better content like this all the time. And this is just the beginning, guys. There's much more coming, and I can assure you, you guys will like the content for sure. So stay home, stay safe, love you all, stay awesome.